As victory for Biafra on IPOB has continued looming as regard to the various and subsequent outcomes of the court hearings that we are receiving, IPOB had maintained their consistency and determined to continue working hard until the end without capitulating. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe, we welcome you back once again to a news digest this day. This is coming from the desk of Nicky, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land. Of course, we must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. We want to use this opportunity to encourage you to hit the subscribe button as well as to share our videos to those who might like it. Give us thumbs up should you actually like what is going on here today. Across the Zoological Republic, there has been issues and issues of insecurity. Of course, you know, Biafran territory is not accepted. It's not exempted in this case. There is still level of insecurity in Biafra, but that goes a long way to tell us what is happening in the Zoological Republic as well as some other places, and the government is duly involved in it. When you hear of oil theft, when you hear of this, that type of corruption, is the Nigerian government, in fact, coming from the apex of Nigerian government that is bringing this. And I just want some people to take a look at this. When the so-called governments begin to crash the economy of its government, and at the end of the day find a way to blame it on other people. And look at it. Small businesses in Nigeria in serious big trouble as Buhari's government declares adverts on FB, Instagram, WhatsApp illegal. And as such, they sue Facebook. $30 billion naira. This is what is happening. The fact is that Mark never knew the type of people he was dealing with. He connived with Fulani government, thinking that he will bring Biafra down, IPOB. But at the end of the day, now they are turning against him. They are charging him to pay 30 billion naira, that he is running adverts without due authorization from the Advertising Regulatory Council of the Zoological Republic. That he is playing foreign adverts, placing foreign adverts on Facebook, in other words, Meta, that's their new name, and as well as Instagram, that Nigerian government is not involved, that he should bring the money for them. And at the end of the day, when they drag the image of the country, the economy of the country, and they finally crash it down, they will start looking for somebody they will blame it on. You see, this massive construction, road construction, it's in China. Gusao, that's the name in China, the city where this construction was made, or is made. And you look at it, these things are not achieved by prayers. We are not saying that praying is wrong. When you pray, you back it up with action, with hard work, with your critical reasoning and analysis. That is what brought about this particular construction you are seeing here. Critical thinking and analysis. It's not just praying over and over again. I have a reason why I'm bringing this to limelight. And I want you to look at this particular picture you're seeing here. You see this picture? This is the typical setting of Lagos State in Nigeria. And of course, they said that Lagos State is the financial hub in the Zoological Republic. Yes, that's where they centered everything. Almost all the government parastatals had their office in Lagos State. All the companies, foreign and the local, have their headquarters in Lagos State. And that is what is bringing them the money. The seaport is located in Lagos State. Everything you hear about import tax, import tariff, and other things, import duty, they are located in Lagos State. All the money comes to Lagos State. So that's why today, if you are hearing somebody saying Lagos State is the richest state in Nigeria, just ask the person one or two questions. But look at the state of Lagos State, where all the oil that is being produced is credited to them. All the foreign companies who are into oil have their headquarters in Lagos State. With all the oil that is being amassed from Biafra land, Nigeria has not been able to use it to actualize any meaningful development or projects. Nothing. But now look at this particular city you are seeing here. This is in Qatar. Their quantity of oil export is not half of Nigeria. The oil that Qatar is exporting is not half of Nigeria. But yet, look at their city. Look at what they have been able to accomplish. But look at the situation of Nigeria. It's not all about the quantity of resources you have. It's all about your ingenuity, your managerial acumen to deploy those resources in what is needful, what you can use it to develop. What we are asking is not even oil. We that owns the oil. We are not asking much about the oil. What we are asking, give us that leverage to utilize our brain the way we want it. And you always say what is called production. Production that compasses all aspects of production, from technology, from car, from road, from manufacturing, everything to agriculture. Forget about oil for now. This is what we are asking. And we are really working hard. That is why we are determined to make Biafra come. Today, Scotland, Wales, and the Northern Ireland, they are working so hard to have the independence. And of course, the European Union and America, they are focusing and discussing about it. But when the issue comes to Biafra, they turn their eyes the other way around. But I bet you, I assure you, a day must come, whether they like it or not. Biafra must be here. Why I brought about these pictures earlier is to use it to convey the message I want to pass. Today, something is going on. Last time we brought you information which is in the public domain right now, that Nigerian government, the federal government, have decided to scrap and crash ASU. They form another body that they will be using to manage the educational system and the tertiary institution in the Zoological Republic. Today, we are seeing it that the Nigerian students, that is NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students, they have started begging the religious leaders, asking them to go and speak up against the protracted university lecturer strike that is going on, as well as bad governance. The Association of University Students, well, when I mean tertiary, it encompasses polytechnic and school of education, as well as universities. So they are begging the religious leaders, the clergymen, the GOs, that they should go and tell governments, pray for them. In other words, that is what they're asking, and speak up. And at this point, that is where I'm asking those undergraduates, do they really know anything they are doing? The undergraduates of these days, do they know anything? Or those students on their head, I believe they should grow up. If at this point they've not come to know that the federal government, you are hearing that the corruption itself you are hearing are those religious leaders. They work hand in hand with the federal government. In fact, they are the means by which this corruption are being carried out. Are they not involved in bunkering? Are they not involved in politics? They are the ones that are causing this problem, the religious leaders. Now, of course, look at what is going on in Calabar today. In the same, their so-called winners are dragging to court. This pastor is dragging the owner is dragging the pastor to court. In the same winners you are hearing. So the National Association of Nigerian Students, you better have different things to say, because the religious leaders you are hearing today are the government. They are the ones running it. So how can you ask them to go and speak up against the government? Just like here you ask the presidents to speak up against presidency. It's not possible. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has challenged religious leaders and men of the society with high-rise platforms to vocally and internationally help the students' community in a bid to return back to their classroom. That's that. NANS Vice President External Affairs Akinteye Babatunde disclosed this in a statement while reacting to a trending video of Pastor Wole Oladuyan of the Christ Living Spring Apostolic Ministry, preferring solutions to address the lingering strike action of the Academic Staff Union of Universities and other staff unions. Let me pause it here. These students if they know what they are doing, the first thing they should start with is to go and challenge the federal government to really cancel this new body they form, which they want to use to crash ASU. Because without it, all you are doing is nothing. The pastors, the GOs, all of them you are calling, are their children not studying abroad? Their children are living abroad, just like the politicians. So what concerns them with your system of education? I think you better find another thing meaningful to say if you feel that it is necessary. On following that, just bringing you this latest information that's going on. The so-called the richest black man in Africa, his trucks has been impounded because of carrying illegal imported rice. I thought that they gave him the sole authority to be the one selling rice. Is he producing rice now? Dangote? But this is an illegal one, imported rice. Dangote trucks impounded for smuggling in Ogun State. 2 Dangote trucks and 23 trailers has been impounded by the Nigerian Customs Service Ogun Area 1 Command for allegedly smuggling in foreign rice hidden in bags of cement. A point came when Nigeria said that they have ceded the importation of rice only to 1 month for the entire Nigeria, that it is only Dangote now that has what it takes to import rice. Every other importer ban and close, only Dangote. And you ask me, what type of country is that? He then move ahead, said that he will be the only one importing fish in the entire Zoological Republic, that he will be the only recognized importer of fish. And tomorrow you say he's the richest in Africa, the richest black man. Equal. So these are the things that are going on. Now the Comptroller General have turned it around and say that the truck they seize, it's not as if that Dangote is the one using it, that it's other people that is using it. Dangote truck. When the Dangote truck becomes a commercial truck, it has been a private truck he used for his business. Is it not true? So how come even in cement bags, who again is producing cement bag and cement itself? This is the zoo for you. Everything is going outside there. Just like I was going through today. The so-called mask querying his address, he said that upon all his efforts, that he don't know why insecurity, why poverty, why unemployment and underemployment is tripling upon all his efforts. That's what he's saying. Effort, my foot. These are things that are going on, wonderful people. Just want to bring you this details so that you'll be able to understand what is really going on. And we maintain and we tell you at any point in time that Biafra remains the hope of those in Africa. Even across beyond Africa, some of those who are in Caribbean, some of those who are United States, the blacks, Biafra remains your hope. Whether you like it or not, we are speaking it before you, not being afraid to anybody. Whatever you want to say, you say. But we must tell you the truth. We must tell you the truth. And Biafra victory is looming on the cloud, on the air. We say that we are Biafrans, and absolutely Biafrans. And it is in Biafra land that all of us have our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe and blessed wherever you may be.